I'm not looking forward to this video at all. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie and we are saying goodbye to 2023 in style.
Oh, this girl is delusional.
We are looking back at my must-reads of 2023 and seeing if I must have read them. Were they that must-haves that I needed to read them? I did this video in 2022 and I don't think I read any. So we're gonna see how I did this year.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
I am gonna do a must-reads of 2024. We're not doing 24 books though. No. I cannot commit to 24, but I think I could commit to 12, so that will be coming in the next couple weeks. I do have like a little series going where I'm going to be talking about books, like series that I want to read in 2024, series I need to finish in 2024, my top 12 of 2024 I need to read, authors I want to try in 2024. So that's all going to be in January, including this big old book haul. This is coming. But we're going to do like a little retrospective and just see if I read the books that I said I was going to read this year. I do TBRs. Do I really actually stick to them a lot of the times? No. But that's okay. And if you see this shirt on in multiple videos coming up, rest assured that I am filming them all on the same day. All on the same day because she's lazy and she did not feel like putting makeup and doing her hair every day. So you're going to be seeing this Taylor Swift sweatshirt in all the videos. Okay, let's just get started. Let's see. Let's roast myself because I'm sure it's going to be roastable. Okay, right. So I did books and then some that were just authors. Yeah, so it was books, series I wanted to start, and authors I wanted to read. So let's see if I did that. Okay. Book one is The Words by Ashley Jade. Look at me! Look at me! I read The Words. I read it. It's down here. I read it. I read it at the beginning of the year. And I loved it. It was 5 stars. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is a rock star romance. And it was fabulous. And I read it. So like, props already to me. We're already doing so well. We're already doing so well. The Bailey Brothers series by Claire Kingsley. I read the first book in this. I did not read the whole series, but I read the first book. Ma'am. Who am I?
I don't know her.
Okay, so this is the Bailey Brothers from Claire Kingsley. I read the first book, which was Protecting You. And it's shorter than all the other books because it's like a prequel type ordeal. It kind of sets up the rest of the books, which could just be book one. But I don't know why it's shorter than all the other ones. But I read it. That's all that matters. I read the first book, okay? We're getting there. We're 2 for 2. 2 for 2. Technically, it's 2 for 7, but we're not counting that I didn't read the whole series. So 2 for 2. 2 for 2. The next one is a standalone, and it is Hush Hush by Lucia Franco. Well, we were doing so well. No, I did not even get to Hush Hush this year. Nope, didn't get to it. This is basically a age gap, like big age gap. I think it's like he's 50, in his 50s, she's like in her 20s. And he is like her client. She's like in an escort service. He's her client, but also her best friend's father. I just haven't got to it. I do own it. It's behind there. I didn't get to it this year. Series is the Mile High Club series by TLC. Stop it! I read the first book in this too. I didn't finish the series, but I read the first book. Okay, so I did read the stopover this year. I'm doing so much better than I thought. Oh my gosh. So proud. You know what? I need to reward myself with more books.
Child.
Okay, so I read The Stopover. I really enjoyed it. I know it's not everyone's favorite in the series, but I really enjoyed it. Do I remember a lot of it? I know I remember snippets. It's fine. But yeah, so I did read this book. I think I gave it like 4 stars. Yeah. Okay. We're doing good. We're doing better than I thought. Series by Brittany Cherry. I read 2 of those books. Oh my gosh. Honestly, I'm doing so much better. Okay, so I did not finish this series. This is one that I would like to finish in the coming year, but that's besides the point. I did read 2 of these books. I read the first 2. I read the book 1, which is The Air He Breathes, and book 2, which is The Fire Between High and Low. I preferred the first book. The second book was okay. I can't really remember much of the second book, but I can remember everything from that first book. So good. It was a Grumpy Sunshine. Oh, so good. Traumatized hero, tortured hero, so good. So good. Small town, loved it. Stop it. Stop it right now. Read them all. Read them all. Oh my gosh. Really? What is with me? This year was amazing. Okay. Ravenhood series. I read them all in like the span of 2 weeks in July. They stole my heart, stole my soul, made me want to cry, made me want to throw up, made me want to do all the things. If you haven't read it, read it. It was one of the top, like it was, they were all my top 10. They were all clumped in one, but it was one of the top 10 of this year. Oh, I'm so glad I read those books. Like, I am so glad that I was like, you know what, Katie, you're going to do it. And I did it. And I listened to myself, and what can I say? I'm always right. And it was amazing. So if you haven't read them yet, this is your time. This is your sign to please read those books. They're amazing. But I read all 3. Oh, I did do a reading vlog for those. I could link it if you want, but it was amazing. Okay, no, I did not get to any Catherine Cowles this year. So that would be a big negative on that. But I still so want to read the series. I own the series. It's sitting behind me. You can't see it because it's behind me and behind a shelf. It's there. But I do own them. I want to read them. They're on my list. You'll see the list soon. So just know.
Now I'm getting it. Speaking of Deputy Perry, her Eden series, I would love to.
Didn't get to these either. I will get to them at some point this year. Because again, it's on my list to do. But I just did not get to these. I don't really have a reason why I didn't. I just didn't. So that's another one. Okay, we were doing so well. You know, that's my problem. I got too cocky. And the books were like, you know what? We're going to knock you down a little bit. Remember who you are. Remember. And now I'm remembering.
Next is the Twisted series by Anna Huang. I read the first book.
I still have only read the first book. And I did not read that this past year. I read it last year. So I did not get any further in the Twisted series by Anna Huang this year. Yep, didn't do it. So that's on the list. That's definitely on the list because it's finished. It's done. I just need to get to them. Yeah, buddy. We were doing so well, you know, just so well.
I'm excited just for the fact that his name's Reese. Next is the Brutal Birthright series by Sophie Larry.
I read one. I got one book out of the series done this year. I read Savage Lover, and it was not my favorite. It was my least favorite I had read so far, and it just kind of like threw me off to the rest of the series for that. I love Fast and Furious, and it gives those vibes, but I don't want to read Fast and Furious. You know, I want to watch it. I don't want to read it. So that's definitely that vibe of that book. It's very heisty, very fast cars, mechanics. If that's your thing, you'd love it. It's not mine. I don't know if you can hear, but the fire alarm is also going now, so it wasn't its either. But it's fine. I'm still going to continue because I want to finish those series to get to the Kingmakers, and you know, so I will finish it. I am going to finish it. Just didn't do it this year. The Simple Wild series, didn't do that either. No. I read The Simple Wild, I think 2 years ago at this point now, and I have not continued. I could not tell you why, but I have not. I know I need to, but to me, I don't know why I'm not gravitating towards those books because I think I forget I own them because they're over there on that side of the room, and I usually pick books from like here and where all like the piles are. So maybe I should like gravitate towards that side of the room and then I would read them, but no, did not do that either. Next up is not a series or a book, it's just an author, and that is QB Tyler. Sorry, QB, did not get a chance to read any of your books this year. But she is on the list. She is on the list. I will get to her in 2024. It is a mission of mine for her to be one of the authors that I try, because she has so many books out and so many people love them. And I have FOMO, but apparently not FOMO enough to where it's like killing me if I don't read it. So we will get to it. I promise. I am going to get to her.
Next is my queen, Candy Steiner.
Y'all know I read Candy Steiner. Stop it. How many did I read? I read On the Way to You. I read Make Me Hate You. And I read The Christmas Blanket. That's all I read this year. But I still read her. So that's a check on Candy Steiner. I am making it a check. I still have a whole backlist. Don't worry. There's still so many I need to read. But I did read her. So that is a win for me. I'm taking it. Leave me alone.
Next is Sicko by Emma Jones.
Did not get to Sicko. Did not get to Sicko. I did, however, read The Crowned Duet by her. And that is the biggest mind tease of any book I've ever read. Those two books are the biggest mind tease. So like if you're looking for like a mind tease, read those. They're not long. Like the first book's like under 200 pages, or just over 200 pages. Look, I didn't know what life was after I read that book. I didn't know if I was real. I didn't know if what I read was real. It's do yourself a favor, read that duology. But with Sicko, I have not read it. But I would still like to eventually. I don't think it's like not top priority to me anymore, but it is something I still like to try eventually. Next is another author, and that is Jennifer Hartman.
I might not go back in. I'm gonna go home, actually.
No, ma'am. I put a good amount of her books on my TBR, and I didn't read a one. And I think my excuse, at least, is because I'm not scared, but like also there's so much hype, and what if I don't like it? It makes me feel bad. So, but we're going to do it, okay? I very much want to start a series this coming year where I taste test authors. So I'll do like one book of theirs for a vlog to see if I even like kind of like their writing. So that's, if you're interested in that, let me know. But I did not do anything with Jennifer Hartman. We'll see what 2024 holds, because I would still like to read her books. I just didn't get a chance this year. Well, I can't even say I didn't get a chance because I put them on the TBR. I just didn't do it. The last one on my list is 1% of You by Michelle Gross. Nope. Didn't do it. Didn't read it. I think it's a single mom romance. I think she's a single mom. He works at like a tattoo parlor, I think, or something. I didn't get to it. That's my bad, but I still want to read it because it sounds good. I just haven't, don't know why. I didn't even put it on any TBRs this year. So out of those books, I would say about half, not even half, because I didn't even read the series. I read a book from the series. We're going to give like a 25%. It's still failing, but we're giving myself a 25%. So that's better than nothing, which was like the previous year in 2022. So you know what? I'm going to give myself props because I read more than I thought I was going to read. And in total, I read 51 books in the year. And don't look at me and be like, some people, I get it. Some people read that in a month. And good for you, Sally. If you can read that many in a month, good for you. But I can't. I just physically, I can't. I'm at my work, and then I'm home, and then when I'm home, I'm on my iPad watching YouTube. That's what I'm doing. And I could be reading. I totally could. I should switch screen time for book time. I just don't. But that's me. Okay, this is going to be the final video of 2023. And if you are just now catching this video and are new to my channel, I'm sorry that you're catching me like this. And this is what you get. But there are plenty of videos from years past where I'm maybe a little bit more together and not so crazy. But let me know down in the comments how you guys did with your 2023 TBR. Did you stick with it? Did you even have one? Are you more of a mood reader? As you can tell, I am more of a mood reader, but I like to do TBRs because it gives me structure. But if you don't feel like leaving a comment, leave me a New Year emoji, something to do with the New Year, celebratory things, just to let me know that you guys were here. If you enjoyed this video and you're new, be sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I would love to have you stick around and join me for this new year. Thank you to everyone who subscribed this year. It's been a blast. I think this is my 3rd year doing YouTube, so it's definitely been interesting, to say the least. Also, if you want to follow me on Goodreads or my Instagram, they're always linked down below, you know, to get more up-to-date, day-to-day, behind the scenes of what I'm reading. But I hope you guys have a wonderful start to your year and a great 2024, and I hope you start the year off with a 5-star read. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.